Ilai Pritankuntalai Snigdam Roktaisha Gopya Idam Te Mukam Bojam Atyanta Nilai Pritankuntalai Snigdam Roktaisha Gopya Muhushumbitam Bimba Raktadarang Me Manasya Virastam Alam Laksha Labhai Muhushumbitam Bimba Raktadarang Me Manasya Virastam Alam Laksha Labha Jaya Radha Damodara Radha Damodara Radhe Jai Radha Damodara Radha Damodara Radhe Jaya Radha Damodara Radha Damodara Radhe Prabhupada Prandana He Jaya Radha Damodara Radha Damodara Radhe Very good. Let's repeat, please. O Lord, again and again, Mother Yashoda kisses your lotus face, which is framed by locks of soft black hair, tinged with red, and beautified by your lips, colored red like the bimba fruit. May this vision of your lotus face be ever manifest in my heart. Thousands and thousands of other benedictions are of no use to me. So, here is something special. A description of God. This is what I like about this movement. Where else are you going to get detailed, specific information on what God looks like? So now we know that he has soft black hair. Therefore, one of his names, Keshava. Everybody please. Keshava. That Keshava has three meanings. One is very nice, soft, very fine black hair. Now we also know the black hair is tinged with red. So there's a reddish tinge to the soft black hair. This is confidential. Keep it amongst yourselves. Okay? And beautified by your lips colored red like the bimba fruit. Now this bimba fruit, maybe some people in India have seen the bimba fruit. I met some people, they said, yes, we know what that bimba fruit is. But let me tell you a story about whenever I see this, I remember. So let's go back 1974. I'm in New York. And one day, around this time, actually it was in November, and the whole temple, Brooklyn Temple, went out. The whole temple went out distributing books on the subways of New York. We took over the subways. 80 devotees. Wherever New Yorkers went, there they saw Hare Krishna devotees passing out books. And we were out the whole day. So this one devotee, he got arrested by the police. And they were taking him off the train to the police station. So he started to recite these prayers as the police are walking him. You know, fearless, he's just reciting these because we sing them twice a day. So when he got to this line, your lips colored red like the bimber fruit, the cop went, what? Bimber fruit? Get out of here. So this is a very powerful prayer. It'll save you from going to jail. Yes. May this vision of your lotus face be ever So we get a description of God. Then we see that God has a mother. That's more confidential. And what does she do? She kisses. Because Yashoda, she is under a spiritual illusion. She does not know that her son Krishna is God. Huh? Yes. Because that would ruin everything. She only knows this is my child. If she thinks this is God, oh, that changes everything. Oh, God. Right? She won't treat him like a mother would. Because as soon as you think of God, you think awe, reverence, veneration. Right? But that's not what Krishna wants. With Yashoda, he doesn't want that. So he removes that from her, and she sees Krishna only as her little child. So that there's only none of this awe, respect, veneration that we normally reserve for God. That's removed. All there is natural motherly affection. And that is what Krishna is enjoying. He is relishing how my mother, and now in this pastime, earlier in a previous episode, Yashoda was angry with Krishna. She had a stick in her hand because Krishna was naughty and he had broken the butter pot and had stepped in the butter and traipsed around the house making butter footprints. And he climbed up a grinding mortar where on the top of the ceiling was hanging yogurt. And Krishna was taking the yogurt and distributing it to his friends, the monkeys. So there was a big disturbance. And Yashoda returned and saw the broken butter pot. And she was able to trace out Krishna's footprints because he had stepped in the butter. And on Krishna's feet, there are distinctive marks. That's how you can tell who is God. If somebody says, I'm God, show me your feet. If you don't have the marks, sorry, imposter. You have to have the marks. But she could see the marks in the butter footprints, so she followed. And when she turned the corner, there was Krishna. And he knew he was being naughty. And he was looking like this, and like this, and like this. And then he saw his mother. He became startled, and she had a stick in her hand. Anyone been beaten by a stick? I have. That's not fun. I remember Sister Mary, whatever her name was. Yeah. So Krishna jumped down and ran. He was afraid of he's God, right? We learn very early in the Bhagavatam, fear personified is afraid of Krishna. We learn this. But the person that fear personified is afraid of his mother. How is that possible? Because Krishna is playing this role. He's playing this role as a young child, imitating earthly, worldly behavior. He's enjoying, he's playing. And he's playing. And when Yashoda captures him, it was explained in the previous 3-4 verses. When Yashoda captured him, he was shaking out of fear, and there were tears coming. And Krishna has kajal on his eyes. So it was mixing and it was coming down. And Krishna had a pearl necklace. And because Krishna was breathing heavily, the pearl necklace was moving. But Yashoda had the stick. She was thinking, nah, this does not fit the crime. If I punish him with the stick, it may cause a psychological problem later on. So she threw the stick away. But she said, but still, this child is so restless. So restless, this child. I can't get my housework done. Let me tie him up. So when she decided to tie him up to the grinding mortar so that she could finish her housework. So she tied him up, and it was time to make the final knot. It was 2 fingers too short. So she told the servant, Chalo, bring me more. Bring me more. So more rope was brought. She tied it. And when it came time to make the final knot, it was still 2 fingers too short. So they brought all the rope from the house, all of it. But no matter how much rope they brought, when it came time to tie the final knot, 2 fingers too short. What was Krishna doing? Na, 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 na. Krishna was showing his mother, don't think you can tie me up with rope. She doesn't know it, but Krishna knows it. Krishna knows he's God. It's not that Krishna forgets. No, he knows he's God. And one of his names is Ananta. Everybody say, Ananta. He knows he's unlimited. How you can tie up the unlimited? How is it possible to tie up the unlimited? But Yashoda doesn't know that. All she knows, this is my naughty child who I have to control. So Krishna was showing her and us, unless I agree to be tied up, you can never tie me up. The Sanskrit word, guna, everybody say. Guna means ropes. So there's 3 modes of nature. Goodness, passion, and ignorance. They are also considered ropes. That's how the conditioned soul is bound to this material world, tied by the ropes of goodness, passion, and ignorance, but not Krishna. Krishna cannot be tied. So therefore, in verse number 2 or 3, there was this word, bhakti baddham. Everybody say, there's only one thing that can bind Krishna, love. That's the only thing. Not your activities, material activities, not by your mental speculation, not by your yoga poses. Nope. These things will not control Krishna. The only thing that will control Krishna is your love. That is the essence of this Krishna consciousness movement. And for me, this is the most important thing to meditate on. The only thing Krishna wants from us is our love. But he does not force. That's the kicker. As soon as you use the word force, there's no such thing as love. Love has to be voluntary, free will. That's why at the end of Bhagavad Gita, Krishna tells Arjuna, I've told you everything. I've explained karma yoga, jnana yoga, so many different things. In 17 chapters I've explained. Now Arjuna, you have free will. You decide what you want to do. It's up to you what you want. And I think we should do that song tonight, TK. What do you think? I love doing that. But I want to do the full version, not the AM version. I want to do the full FM, all the verses. Okay? So, thank you. So, free will. With that free will, I and you decide, do I want to love Krishna or love myself? Serve myself. Figure out, do my own thing, man. That's your thing. I'm going to do my thing. But the devotee wants to do Krishna's thing. The devotee decides with free will, I will love and serve Krishna. And that's the message of this movement. We are begging, we are pleading, we are cajoling, we are doing whatever we can to get everyone, including ourselves, to voluntarily surrender and love and serve Krishna. So I leave you with that. Think about it. Hopefully, we will make the decision, yes, Krishna, we want to love and serve you and be happy. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama. All right, so TK, let's do it.